want to be remembered. I want to be respected. I want power. When I walk in a room full of men, I don't want them to look at me as a female. I want them to look at me as boss, you know? I don't want to take orders. I want to be great at whatever I do. I want a lot of money. But most of all, I want to change someone's life. I want someone to walk up to me and say, because of you, I did this. Or I used to think of myself as nothing, and now I want to be great because of you. Like, I want that. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but basically, kids that are sick and, you know, not guaranteed that they're going to live a long life get to make a wish. And that is my, oh my God, if that was someone's wish, like, just imagine this kid is being told that you may die and you get to have a wish, and they wish for me. I've succeeded.
Goal. My life goal gotta be to be able to support everybody that I care for. Like, if I care for you, then you straight. I'm trying to turn my brokest friend into my richest friend. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gotta eat.
Happily married. Be successful and to be happy. And whatever that I decide to do with as a career, family-wise, all that. I just want to be happy. I don't want to be the type of person where I'm making money, but I'm not happy with my job, or I'm not happy with my living situation. I just want to be happy. That's all that matters to me, is happiness.
Me, I just want to make a difference. Like, if I can help somebody get to like the next stage in life, whatever their goal is, I want to help them get to the next step in their goal. That's my goal.
How do you plan to get there?
By leading by example, by putting in hard work for myself, so they can see me putting in hard work, and then with my knowledge, my hard work, I'm gonna give it to him, and he gonna use it in his life. He or she.
Well, my life goal, I plan on getting there with Kick Rocks, the #1 online shoe store. You know, I feel as though with Kick Rocks, I can be able to support everybody in a matter of years. You know?
As of right now, I'm taking steps like with school, and I'm looking for like internships, jobs that I could, you know, possibly work with later on in the future and grow with it. I don't want to be left behind nowhere. My biggest fear is to be the same place where I am today. I want to move forward.
Love, appreciation, hard work, and dedication.
The first thing that I've ever said that I wanted to be was a preacher. And I said that because I remember being in my church, and my pastor, Pastor John Jenkins, was amazing. And I remember people crying and just loving everything he said. And I was like, I really want to be that, because he was making a difference in his community. And then I realized I don't want to be a preacher. I wanted to be a lawyer because I love to debate and I love to argue. And I felt like seeing a female in a suit walking into a court was just boss. And I wanted to be that. So my parents put me in programs, and I did a law program at Johns Hopkins, and I stayed there on campus and everything like that. And then someone told me that lawyers never have time for their families. So I was like, I don't want to be a lawyer. And then I went to be an interior designer because my mom was a real estate agent, and we used to go to model homes, and I would be like, why did they make this color brown? It should be blue. So I wanted to be that. But that didn't last long. Then I realized that I want to be a talk show host because I grew up watching Oprah. Like, if anybody knows me, they know that I love Oprah. I've seen Oprah change lives and make people cry, and I felt like she is the most inspirational woman to me. And then I felt the same way about Tyra, so they both had a talk show, and I wanted to be that. But then I was in a leadership program from 8th grade to when I graduated high school. And the point of this leadership program was to make us all like entrepreneurs. So we all had mentors, and one time we was at a conference in New Orleans, and we had to go around telling people what we wanted to be. So one person would say doctor, so one person would say, you know, teacher, typical things. And then I said, I want to be a talk show host. The mentor started laughing, and everybody in the room started laughing at me. Like, it was the most humiliating thing. I've never cared when someone said I can't do anything, but that day it hurt me, so I never wanted to say that again. Like, I stopped telling people that I wanted to be a talk show host. So recently I realized that what I want to do is I want to travel the world doing poetry. I want to write books, but I really want to be a motivational speaker. And I can say that because I found my life goal, and my life goal is to be inspirational. I want to inspire people. I feel like even if I don't make as much money as I vision myself making, if I inspire people, I would still consider myself to be successful. So I've been asking people, what is your life goal? And of course, the #1 answer that I've received is to get rich, or $1 million. And I don't have a problem with that being a goal, but for that to be your life goal, it just told me that most of us don't know our life goal. Like, I feel like we feel like we're supposed to say that. We feel like money is the top when really that's just the beginning. And I know money is important. Obviously, we can't survive without money, but I feel like most of us don't even know how much potential that we have. Like, we have the potential to do so much. And I feel like to get rich, that's like so small in this big world, and it seems bigger than what it is, but that's because we've been programmed. Like, society has taught us that money is everything, and it's not. So I have a problem with that because I feel like, what if you don't get that $1 million? Are you a failure? And the answer is no, because, well, it depends on that person, but there are people out here who have changed lives for people, who have inspired someone, who have opened their house to somebody, like, who have done some tremendous things, and because they didn't get $1 million, I don't want people to die thinking that they failed. I want people to reevaluate what their life goal is, because I feel like when you know your life goal, when you know your main objective, then the directions that you'll take in life will be so much more smoother, because instead of saying, like, I'm in college, and a lot of people have majors, and they just are in that major because someone told them that it makes them a lot of money. So what happens is someone says, if you're a doctor, then you'll make a lot of money. So people start taking classes in order for them to become a doctor. And they start taking these classes, and they realize they don't even like the class. They don't even want to be a doctor. So then they start taking accounting classes because that makes you a lot of money, and they realize they don't like that. So before they know it, they're jumping around, not moving anywhere. But when you know your life goal, you'll always know the direction you're going in, even if you don't really know what you want to be. I also asked someone what's their life goal, and they said it was to get married. I have a problem with that because I feel like most of the ladies out here, our focus is so wrong. I'm always on Twitter, and I see people saying things like, I know how to cook, so I'm going to be the best wife. Or just always talking about how they're going to be the greatest wife. And I feel like, is that really your focus? Why are you not tweeting about, the business that you're going to start? I just feel like ladies spend so much time revolving around their men that we forget that we have potential too. Whatever a man can do, you can do just as great. So I want you guys to find your life goal. And you may ask, how do I do that? One way that you can do this is to find yourself, and that's obviously easier said than done. You don't just wake up knowing yourself. Most of us don't know ourselves, including some of us who feel like we do. And you really have to find yourself. It's really important, because when you don't know who you are, you will really fall for anything. And I'm sure you guys heard that, but it's honestly extremely true. I feel like you need to find your passion, because when you find your passion, you start getting more in touch of who you are. And I feel like you need to be honest with yourself, because I feel like a lot of us can say that our life goes to change the world or make a difference, but we're afraid because, like, what does it sound like when one person says, I want to change the world? It sounds crazy. You sound like you're going to get laughed at. You sound like me when I said I wanted to be a talk show host and I got laughed at, and I never said it again. But I feel like we should just say it, because when you say things out loud, if I was to say that I want to change the world to every person who asks me, it makes me feel like obligated to do that, because now all these people are expecting me to do it. So I'm obligated to do it. So I feel like there's obviously more ways you can find your life goal. But to find yourself, to find your passion, just really think about this stuff, and to also be honest and not be afraid to say what you actually want to do. So that's all for today. I want you guys to think about your life goal, and hopefully, it really helps you in life. But see you next time. Bye. We gonna get rich on tour, Raymond?
Okay, yeah.
You're gonna practice the song so we can go on tour and do it live?
Yeah.
And then they gonna know our name.
You say something? I'll come there with you if you're having it happen.